Bruh. Good. Hello? Alright, hey there, chat. We're here for midnight, for the new Pokemon game. And we're just waiting for now. So for now, we're gonna, play Panel to Pond for like 2 minutes. That's awesome. Never mind, we are not gonna play Panel to Pond for 2 minutes. We're gonna wait instead for that to download. And, I mean, we could play the calculator app. Maybe I could play the NES Online app. I haven't played that in a while. Can't wait for it to tell me there. Oh my god. And now it's midnight, so now nothing matters. Never mind. Alright. Let's see if it works. You can't play this yet. Okay, Nintendo, that's very cool. They're threatening me now, too. It's like, hitting the button repeatedly will not make it go faster. But see, Nintendo, you're wrong. You're just wrong. Everybody knows it. I know it. You know it. Everybody knows it. Oh, in the meantime, we'll play Panel to Pond for like 3 minutes. So, yeah, there's Pokemon in the Pokemon game. I heard they put Bubsy in it too, the time with the SNES Online part. It was pretty cool. But otherwise, let's see if I have a pulse and remember how to play Panel to Pond. Whenever I start off, wonder if I still have my save points. Oh, I do. And you can actually change buttons finally directly in the game instead of having to remap them. That's cool. Well, we'll beat the crap out of a CPU real quick. Just as a treat. And yes, I'm aware I can change the controls, Nintendo. Please, quit telling me. Alright. Yep, I have made a severe and continuous lapse in judgment. There we go, that's a little better. There we go, that's a little better. Okay, that was fun. Let's go see if Pokemon's loaded yet. Let's find out. Yay! I would like to load my own game card for the game that I have bought with my real money that has already been downloaded onto my console. Huzzah! I get the game. Yippee! So yeah, that's kind of why I didn't stream today. I guess yesterday now. Because I was waiting for Pokemans. I'm a white guy, if you couldn't tell. It was pretty subtle, I think, the whole time, you know. Thought about it, I could have been like Place Japan the whole time. Yeah, let's see, can I be brown hair color? We'll go dark brown. Why not? Alright. They let you change your style. They do. Wow, that's cool. We'll go with that. I don't care about contacts. We'll go with the black eyes. We'll keep the eyelashes. They're fine. They're whatever. I don't really care. Eyebrows are for bald people. Beauty spots for bald people. I've seen a lot of bald people options. Not really striking me as anything too swag. There we go. I did not see anything for a hairstyle yet. So I'm guessing hairstyle is a little bit farther in the game, which would make enough sense, but that's fine. But yeah, Switch 2 edition, if you buy the game with a voucher, it's only $50 for the Switch 1 version at that rate, and then you can buy the upgrade pack for $10. So I got this Switch 2 edition for $60 instead of 70, so you can save a little bit of money, but I digress. Damn, all this budget and still no voice acting, what a shame. Maybe we'll get there one day, but I highly doubt it. Yeah, X and Y was actually the first like Pokemon game by a person, so it's pretty cool to see them us again. And then they you know, he's fine. He's a cool little guy that they never bother to release for some reason ever. So hopefully we get him in this game, because seriously, they were pretty heavy overdue for that. We're actually playing Animal Crossing, as you can tell. But that's fine. And they even let you see the cutscenes. Game Freak is finally learning how to spend their budget. They let you skip cutscenes now. Yippee! So you can tell we're not in America because we have trains here. We don't really have those in Florida. They don't exist. Give me a talent thing. Ow. Alright. They actually give you stuff. Wow, it's like the satchel of Dewey. Cool. That's cool. Huzzah. We have 3 potions and jack all everything else, so that's cool. Wow, the terrain looks like terrain. They are so right. That is very true. Hello, bird. That is a good point. Also, I'm obviously the best person to play an RPG because I totally talk to everybody all the time and read all the dialogue. That's a lie, by the way. That's why I tend to miss out on a lot. I digress. That's why I'm also an Undertale fan, because I can't read. I hope they invent new grass one of these days. I know they're working on it, but come on, I thought we would have had that figured out by now. It's a bit of a shame we haven't. Also, totally not a main character with a different hair color over there on the side. I figured her name, but I know she was in the trailer, so I don't know who we can see. Interesting. Seems very subtle. I'm picking for Alligator, by the way. I went for Alligator, and then inevitably Fennekin when that happens. I would consider doing double fire type, but I feel like I'd be a bit of a moron to do that. But honestly, for Alligator's cool enough as it is, it's like a water type, so the first time I'm actually gonna pick a non-fire type starter straight away. But yeah. I got it. Let's give a Pokemon to this random guy that just showed up. This is a great idea. Yes or yes. Classic. Come on, Adverts. I love advertising. Man, an old woman. It would be really funny if she was like, interesting. So the CEO of a company, man, I wonder if they're the main villain in any capacity, any way, shape, or form. I don't know. I think it'll be pretty subtle, or maybe she'll be like the more professor kind of villain. I doubt it though. At least we finally have Skiddo representation again after all this time. So where's the part where I get to like fist fight the Pokemon? Do they give me like a bat or a hammer? Do I have to bring my own? Or what's up with that? Maybe that's what the game's really all about. Thank you for the advertisement. Very cool. Now you can tell this is a work of fiction because somebody likes how a CEO thinks. Subtle indicator. Totodile looks like a complete dumbass, so me and somebody stole my stuff. That's very nice of them. Thank you, Parenting. Very cool. Can I have that back? Now, luckily, since a lot of the Pokemon are small, you can kick them like a dodgeball and they go flying. See, this is very simple. Okay, and there's no sprinting. Oh boy. Yep, no sprinting, nothing on the D-pad, it's just go walk forward and you'll catch him. And there he is. My name's Dees. It is not Dees, it's Dan. Oh, that's right, her name is Townie. I forgot about that. Tawny, but it's supposed to be a Tawny. There, jump scare. No way. And on the way. It's beefing time. Alright, we're calling him Double Bird. I call him Scream. I can't call him anything yet, unfortunately. The only thing we care about lowering in this household is the enemy's HP to 0. Although it is nice that your first battle isn't against like a rival or anything this time around. I feel like you have a different kind of like the fight. Oh, there's no pressure and the disadvantage is a little bit more neutral. Yep. Let them go. But annoying that you can't. Right, it's basically gonna boil down to spam your moves faster and then keep the crap out of them otherwise, isn't it? It's like while you're waiting for tackle, you can just usually. Yeah, that's what it boils down to, isn't it? That's a good one. That's a good one. I'm sure it'll get a lot better once you actually have more stuff to fight and moves to fight with. And then it gets better, but, you know. I think there's a lot of potential with it. I just really hope it kind of carries itself a little bit better and they like flesh it out in terms of like moves actually having different spreads and hitboxes and things of that nature, you know. And actually having like a bigger level of interactivity as well. Which is especially kind of tough considering it looks like you can't move the Pokemon themselves, rather you're just moving your trainer. Which it would be cool if you were able to have the Pokemon physically dodge like certain moves. That would be like the nice bit that could be very cool to do, but I don't think they're gonna go that route tragically. Not the fist bump. Put them dogs out. Actually, no, the dogs are the toads. Cats, the kittens, the mittens with the fist bump? I don't know. Give me a dog bird. Give me a scrimp. Good old scrimp. Nothing beats that. He says toad. Yippee. It's 12:15 today here on October 16th, 2025. So that's a little late at night here, but that's alright. Anyways, let's see what we're doing here. And they're gonna introduce you to the nighttime battle straight away. Let me call him Scrimp. Come on, man. I want Scrimper to know. Thank you, little guys. Very cool. Luckily, I have nothing to steal because I'm bored. Yeah, see, I would simply just like walk out and just tell people, no, I don't want to battle. And it's that easy. And it looks like you can send them out. Some of the let's go mechanics. That's good. Bring them back here. And you've got access to your boxes as well, which is pretty nice. I'm glad they started changing that from how it used to be where you had to go to a PC to use boxes, so it's a very nice quality of life thing that they were able to do. And a minor jump scare. Damn, actually hit with a didn't ask. Oh, great. Let's go ahead and we'll go deep. And then it's basically just a matter of how much we do. And just out of curiosity, can you only drop the fence once? And can I not use water gun here? Yeah, Y and B aren't working, so I can only use X and Y, which is a little annoying. It looks like I couldn't even use water gun there. Unless I'm stupid and I missed something. But there might be a hide on that for a little bit later. Yeah, why is that working? That's a little annoying. Maybe they have water gun blocked off for the reason. Maybe I could have gone for another 0 hours, but he died. Again, I do think there's a lot of potential with this system, but I really hope they nailed like the incorporation of it, you know. Because again, you can forgive a lot of the Game Freak charm. Yeah, we'll go with that answer if they actually like have the good gameplay down. That's really the big thing, you know. If they could really get this battle system down, similar to something like Nino Kuni, where you're a lot more actively involved with physically dodging attacks instead of it just taking an ice ball, and actually having a little bit more control over stuff like that, I think that could be legitimately very cool, but it's more of an action adventure RPG versus just it being a turn-based RPG. There's a lot of potential with it though, so I'm looking forward to seeing how it happens. Yeah, I would simply win, so, you know. Okay, buddy. I'm sure this would be a lot cooler with voice acting. But unfortunately, our budget, you know, we used it all up on the new Pokemon designs in the merch, so we're a little stuck there in that front. And the AC clutch. That seems about right. Hit him with that LeBron blast that you've got in that back pocket of yours. Dude, I'm telling you, if you're no safety, you might want to leave because I think he's about to fucking kill you. Like, just straight up. I don't think this is a walk away from it kind of blast. I think this is a straight up, you're gonna get evaporated. Oh, at least he was nice enough to only shoot a warning shot. Oh, that's nice. Very kind. Thank you, Floette. Yeah, that's fair. Again, really wishing they had voice acting in these. They have got to, by Gen 10 at this point, the next couple of years. You know, there's gotta be something. Little letter win. And also she's old. Good point. It's AZ's Floette. I'm assuming that's because I leveled up. Which, unless I just specifically got a full heal. Aw, come on, you want me to explore, not cool. I don't know if I got full healed because of leveling up or just in general. And I'm assuming you can shake those down at some point, but not like that hardly matters right this second. I will say though, the game is looking a lot better than Scarlet and Violet did, so even though it's got the same trees and grass and those kinds of like generic assets, I think the buildings are a lot better, the texture's a lot nicer, and part of that's almost definitely due to it being on the Switch 2 instead of the Switch 1, but you take whatever dub you can get at this point. But again, on the other hand, billion-dollar franchise that seems to struggle with voice acting and a couple other things, but at the bare minimum they have at least had solid gameplay ideas. But God, man, please, you know, make a game and not just a cool thing to sell merchandise. You gotta get there. Come on. Completely unrelated, obviously, I also bought the DLC because I'm a very smart and reasonable adult with big boy money, which is a great idea. And AZ. He's tied his hair back this time. And he got out of jail. Hey, his Zygarde cell. Look at him go. Find my 100 Zygarde cells. Maybe this time they'll upgrade it to 1,000 to make the challenge extra challenging. But you know, it's gonna be 100 like usual, ain't it? Ah, it's alright. It's true. Damn, that was my first question. Do they even know how old he is? And they do, but obviously he's lying because nobody can be 3,000 years old, but I mean, come on. Cool that he got his shit together at least after he got Floette back at the end of X and Y, but the classic, the Pokemans. You gotta have big trust in the Pokemans all the time, forever. This is very important. Yeah, I got a hotel room. Let's go. nicer than my actual place. Yippee. Alright, let's see if I know where the elevator is. Found it. Alright. No, I'll sleep in the lobby, I think. You know, don't want to wear my welcome up too soon. I would like to mention it is already 12:25. Just throwing that out there. We started pretty much right at midnight, so the past 20 minutes we have played the game. Yeah, that's a good answer. We'll go with that one. At least stuff is loading way faster, because that would have taken like a full like 5 seconds for Scarlet and Violet. So, you know what? Again, credit where credit's due. They made a game that loads, so which is better than I could do, to be fair. Like, it actually does load quite a lot quicker, which is very nice. Not the panorama. I thought it would have been in the basement, but you know, the roof makes more sense. Yeah, okay, why not? We'll be nice. Also, because my options are yes or yes, so. Good one, guys. Very cool. This didn't even connect. No sound, no nothing. Thanks, guys. And Zygarde. Look at him go. He's just a little guy. He's a little guy for now. Yeah, the whole game takes place in Lumio City instead of the Kalos region at large, which is going to be very interesting to see how well they can nail that, because I think that can be a very good choice if they really nail having a lot of detail in Lumio City versus having a bunch of empty, unwalkable areas with empty buildings that don't have anything in them, you know, that are just set pieces, right? So if they can get that point off pretty well, I think it can work very well. You know, it keeps the game smooth, and having a relatively confined area means that they can add a lot of detail that adds up versus big, relatively empty but expansive areas. So, you know, there's different trade-offs to doing it each way, right? But, you know, autosaving is still nice though. Of course, I'm old, so I don't trust autosaving at all. That includes at work too. I hate OneDrive, and you should too. It doesn't work. Anyways, we're going back down to the lobby, see what we got going on. But seriously, where's the hammer? We're supposed to get a hammer, right? Like, come on. Nah. And yes or yes, yet again. They're getting a lot better, I guess, at idle animations, or like having things be a little bit more subtle so they're not as stiff and motionless when things are waiting to happen, if that makes any sense. Or I might be thinking more Sword and Shield where it was particularly bad. I know it didn't really improve that much in Scarlet and Violet either, so. You get a wish if you get to rank A? Dude, yeah, you would just have people grinding that 24/7 to get a wish that come on. That's pretty tough. Also, the government, they're spying on you through your phone. They know what you're trying to do. And again, incredibly suspicious that the massive CEO corporation is trying to goad people into, like, being really strong to grant them a wish. For no reason in particular. Wonder if they could have any kind of motivation to, like, I don't know, have a bunch of really strong people at their disposal for anything at all. Nope. Can't think of anything. I can't think of anything, but, you know, still don't trust the CEO, so. But yeah, we'll go ahead and help you out. Fine. But please let me call Totodile Scrimp. Like, come on. He's gotta be scrimping it. Some things never change, huh? We've been using that one for 12 years now, ain't it? I like the fit though. Yeah, I can still see it. It's not too bad. Pretty solid. Lime green. Okay. You started out at Z, you climbed to A. It sounds pretty self-explanatory. And it's almost like the name of the game, man. Okay, here's what a Pokemon trainer is in case you haven't had a pulse in the past 30 years. Now that one's a little bit more different, of course, knowing how to Dark Soul in there or something. See, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but anytime there's a rolling mechanic in a game, it's Dark Souls. You know, just ask like Game Informer or something. It's always Dark Souls every fucking time. Anytime you do a dodge roll, it's Dark Souls, which is fun. Wow. Yeah, don't be bitching about us being loud if you're gonna be loud, man. Jeez. I don't know. We'll go with that one. Speaking the magical fictional language called French. So does every member get like a hammer? Is it a baton? Is it a taser? A taser would be pretty cool. Alright. So I can finally dash with B and then I can roll with Y, which is cool. And oh, I saw that. I saw that one. Hang on. No, let me call him Scrimp. No! You won't let me open up my satchel. Fine. Fine, whatever, I get it. Fine. I won't call him Scrimp yet. Fine. I'm gonna get you one day. I will call him Scrimp. Now, considering they let you run and dodge, I'm assuming you can hit the trainer themselves, right? Nope, not particularly. I'm still not seeing a way to use water gun. Which is a little annoying. They're probably gonna have like a whole separate tutorial section for that thing out there. There they go. Oh, crit, I noticed that that icon does change every so often, but I don't think I can get anything like that yet. Yep, we know all the different types, that's cool. I'm glad they finally figured out how tutorials worked a little bit better, where a lot of it's pop-up or shit that you should already know. That's honestly a very nice and it's taken a little while to get to, but I'm glad they have it. Chikorita should have probably Violet or something by now, so... I also might die, so I may want to see my favorite potion, but honestly, I probably don't know. Nah, we lock in on these. You're gonna kill me that easy combo. But yeah, it's literally just that simple as your stars. Use the attack button at the start, and you win. It's really that easy. But yeah, they have finally figured out how to get out of menus a little bit more, like they have been improving on for the past couple of years, so I'm glad it's getting a lot better. They don't waste your time as much with a lot of stuff, which is very nice. They'll explain the same shit though, which again, I guess is fair, but... Alright, cool. We now have to open the map by pressing plus, and then switching to our mission list, to view our current missions. So our mission list, so we have our main quest, our side quest, and then we know how to get to a Pokemon Center, which we can pin. First Wild Zone, and the main entrance by the train station, and then I'm guessing you only catch so many Pokemon in a Wild Zone. There's only a couple of species per zone, so that'll be pretty cool. That's very cool and interesting, and I don't remember asking you. Goodbye. But yeah, also interesting, I did not realize that OBS had that like that, so I'll have to keep that in mind a little later, but that's fine. It's not gonna affect how I play the game or nothing. But anywho, you can pin stuff on a map. Luckily, reading a map isn't too hard, and it's especially a lot easier when they give you a bright, shining star to go through walls. That's pretty nice. It's obviously an art installation, you know. Man, if only we had like a TM and it was like called Rock Smash or something, that would be really cool. They've also been using the same fucking Rock Smash boulders for 40,000 years, which I just think is objectively funny. You know. Well, you know, the boulder budget's not too big. We'll buy new ones one day, but it's not quite into it yet. And we just have to jump off a building. But luckily, we all have our built-in levitation function. Or not, we just simply are goated when we tank these, so it's not too big of a deal. That's all good. Has anybody made a Rotom jetpack yet? This is the real question we need to ask ourselves. Ah, yes, the Pokedex app on your phone. Wow, you get a prize if you install the Pokedex app. But nah, who gives a fuck? You're losing a choice, huh? I get you every time. Nah, I'll keep him locked up. He's actually going in the box so I can sell him for candy. Please let me call him Scrim. Come on. Okay. Hey, he's now in the Pokedex. So can I call him Scrim? This is very important. Can call him Scrim. Yep, he certainly is in here. Look at him go. Where does he live? No idea, but he's out there somewhere. If I'm not mistaken, I should have a couple of emails from Nintendo for pre-order bonuses so we can get a couple of extra Pokeballs. But that's within our satchel, so it'll be at a later point in time. Let me call him Scrim. Just for once, let me call him Scrim. Yes. Yes. I did not just do that. I'm very smart. Okay, hang on. Change nickname. We're gonna call him Scrim. And just out of curiosity, can you re-change your nickname? You can! Oh, that's nice. You can finally change nicknames multiple times. Very cool. And they finally feel like telling you what natures do for once, which is very cool. Directly in the game. So you know that your timid nature boosts your speed but lowers your attack, which probably isn't that good for a relatively slow but supposedly heavy-hitting attacker. So a bit unfortunate there, but again, it's casual. It's not gonna matter too much. Man, I wonder what's here. And they finally sped that part up too. Yes. Yes, you guys have learned how to make something fucking playable. Oh my god. Now, just out of curiosity, in that satchel, can I... Nope, I can't quite yet. But we're not at that point in the game yet, so that's alright. I also think this is a concept is kind of weird for an actual city that you would live in, that there's dedicated wild zones. So, fuck the businesses that are in that part of the city, I guess, and the car that they ditched in the middle of the road. I don't... That part never quite sat well with me. Like, how are they not themed around, like, different parks or anything of that nature? Versus just an area of a street that has been taken over. And it's not like a safety thing either. It's like, oh yeah, you know, this area is temporarily, you know, been taken over by Pokemon. It's just, this is just meant to be like this. Give me the bird. So it's just like ZA, it's just like ZA, it's just like Legends Arceus, where you focus, then you throw, and then you can cancel and whatnot. How many did he give you to start with? 10. Fair 10. Nothing wrong with that. Alright. And basically, if you've got the right symbol, you have a better chance of catching it. Although I'm sure you could guess that. He had 4 arrows there, so this guy should be caught. Or not. That's okay too. These things do happen. But we'll get better, fatter balls at some point. Also, I'd like to mention my starting money is 10 grand this time around, which is pretty interesting considering it's historically been significantly lower than that. You know, maybe a couple hundred or like 1,000 tops, but not 10 freaking grand. Inflation hit the Pokemon world too? It looks like it. And a Bumblebee. The same deal, they're introducing you to Legends Arceus mechanics in terms of Pokemon having different natures and things of that nature, and depending on that, you may or may not be able to catch them instantly. So, and it's same deal, it is like Legends Arceus, where you are going to want to not get hit by stuff and die. Dying is bad. Alright, let's see here. Can I pull out? I'm a little confused. I don't know how stuff works. There we go. Crafting. Let me guess. Do I click in a stick? I do click in a stick. Very cool. Here's another 50, please. No need to thank me. Close enough. You just told me what a Pokeball was. Okay, let's ask the real question that we all been waiting to ask. Where the fuck is Professor Sycamore? Okay. Is the game even worth playing until... Wow, we already got berries up in this shit, huh? Even tiny mushrooms. And I'm guessing... I can pick a fight with people. Wow, that sounds really cool, bud. Thank you. Fortunately, I didn't ask. Okay, why are you selling stuff out here? I heard a character make a noise, I'm just saying. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, I have like totally forgotten which button it is to dodge roll. Was it? It was Y. Okay, so... That's very annoying. So you can hold a Y to bring out a Pokeball, so you can't roll unless you're in combat, I guess. I don't know, let me ask a that. Cool. I haven't seen those in a hot minute. And it looks like you do have critical attack. Okay. too. There already seems to be a minor amount of tech that you can use. I'll walk it off. Don't worry about him. Forget about him. There seems to be some amount of tech that you can use to, I guess, stall a little bit more. So basically, if you're waiting on a move to recharge, you can throw a Pokeball to attempt to catch something, and then whether you pass it or not, your move will still charge in the meantime. So that's something that's worth noting. Oh, we're back at the lab. Hey, maybe we will have Sycamore here. Who knows? He's got to make an appearance somewhere. Surely. I'm also boxing the rest of these bastards. I really don't care for them. The villain, actually, well, Scatterbug didn't do a lot. I will, however, keep a fletchling though. All the other ones can go rotten hell for all I care. So, goodbye. Okay, and they... Did I fucking leave my button mappings enabled from when I was playing Splatoon? Are you fucking serious? That would explain a lot. Awesome. I'm very smart. I play with a different fucking mapping for Splatoon 3, and I seem to have forgotten that. I guess we can keep it now. Fine. Ah, and you can change around his available moves and whatnot. Again, oddly enough, I don't get why Water Gun... It's because I had my buttons fucked up, right? Not because it was physically preventing me from using Water Gun, it's because I fucked up everything. They're gonna force me to go back to the lab because we're not allowed to have any fun quite yet. They'll let the reins off at some point. It's just not right now, so... But yeah, comical blunder on my part. I legitimately don't know how I forgot about that, but, you know, my bad. Yay, our acting director. Classic old dingy-ass elevator that they have. Seriously, don't know what they were thinking with that. Oh, another hex painting. Gonna scare the crap out of me again this time? Let's find out. No! Sycamore resigned. This game fucking sucks. Never mind. This game's a flat 0 out of 10 for me now. Oh, man. Short-sighted nitwit. Oh, it's Mabel, right? Yeah, I guess she was like retired team player, right? I'm never alone. I've got my Pokemon. Yep, every time. They get you every time. It's Mabel. That's like their character from X and Y. Oh my god, no way. I've caught like 6 guys, I think. 5, 6. Maybe it was 5. Oh, 6. Wow, 6 whole species. Oh, that wasn't sarcastic. Dang. Ah, that's why. Because they've just felt like settling into the city, so it wasn't like this forever. They just have felt like dumping themselves in here. That's good to know. But yeah, now I'm gonna pass. So you have a gaming chair, and I just, you know. No, not really respectful. I mean, it's yes or yes. Somehow I just knew you would agree. Thank you, guys. Okay. If you get a research quest, she will give you TMs and other cool rewards. That's fair. It's a good deal. So it's fairly optional. But I'm sure those TMs especially will be a good incentive to do stuff. And I'm wondering if it's like Gen 6 TMs where they're permanent and they're reusable, or if they're implementing like the TM-TR system like they did Sword and Shield, Scarlet and Violet, where TMs are permanent but TRs are consumable, but they have a lot more moves on TRs. Who knows? Additionally too, I may or may not stream this game consistently, but I'm not 100% sure. But we'll see. Ah, Rock Smash. Wow, how did we know? Well, it's definitely going to be a TM-TR situation, considering Rock Smash is definitely not a consumable, so they would not. Oh, they give you Protect pretty quickly. Wow, that's kind of interesting. Normally that's locked away a lot more, but I wonder if it'll be a lot more useful this time around in a game like this. Of course, they give you all the Elemental Fang, that's pretty solid. Whirlpool will be interesting with it being a trapping move. Shadow Cloud's a good coverage. Then you got your XP candies, they still kept those over. Your Screams, your Giga Drains, your Ice Punches, your Thunder Punches, your evasion boosting moves. Bulldoze, which would be an AoE one, probably. Sword Stance for a good boosting. Got some pretty solid stuff in here, not too bad at all. Heat Wave, Surf. Surf would be an interesting one since there's not really like... Holy fuck, 50? Damn. And they give you gold bottle caps outright. Wow. They do give you some pretty good rewards in the future. It's just getting in there. And I'm guessing it's a 100% kind of deal to get the shiny charm like usual, so... Perfect. TMs are... perfect, like infinitely, like good. So good, very cool. Oh, let's go hit up floor 2 because I feel like it. Unless you're gonna be buttheads about that. But no, same old research station. I wonder if they're researching Rotom still. And by the looks of it, yeah. Oh yeah, wasn't this the place that you could check your Pokedex for, or was that with Sycamore directly on the 3rd floor? I forgot. I'd spent a little while since I played X and Y, probably about 2 years or so, since I did like a replay on it, but... so cool to see though. Oh, it's Scraggy. How could you guess? The Trilby. Let's see what we got. It's fine. How do you do, my lady, kind of shit, but it's fine. Perfect. And you can in fact get injured, which is good. That one's a lot more standard nowadays, but still. So we got Rock Smash. Teach it to Bunnelby. Now luckily that's the one they force you to catch. But, you know. I want to assume Mareep can't learn it. Maybe Totodile can't though. Let's see, let's pull an Aura Satchel, pull out a team. Awesome. And they're all X's there, which means I can teach him. Oh, what the hell. We'll dig him out of here for now. Fine. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll get a Bidoof and we can force him to learn everything. Good old Bidoof. Nothing beats that. Man, sure wish I could use Rock Smash. That would be really useful. Push my Y button, so that would kind of suck out at that. Oh, and you get XP for that. Oh, very cool. Let's see. And that's great. And they're gonna be buttheads about this. They sure are. Thank you guys, very cool. I'm not gonna get used to left stick for crouching a little bit here. Alright, let's see. I'll take you back with me. I don't have a great way to battle right now or anything. Sounds like you picked a fight with something. Oh, we can't actually just run straight away from it. We don't have to dedicatedly run away, it looks like, so that's good. Or at least the trainer does make noises again, but seriously, they definitely do need to work on their own voice acting. Whether or not they'll do it, who knows? That would be the dream though, right? Alright, give me one more rock smash and kill this last rock here real quick. You are already level 7 just using rock smash to break boulders, and you learn much. I'm sure it's only like the flat like 30 XP like it was, I believe, in Scarlet and Violet, so it shouldn't be nothing to worry about there. Looks like we got a solid mark as well, but I'm fine. We got a Pokemon Center we can go by and visit, especially considering Totodile is still electrocuted. Good old Squid. Oh. That's cool, so if you fuck up and you miss anything, you get your Pokeballs back. That's pretty cool. Oh, very nice of you. That's a good deal. Here's you, my minions. Oh my god, they sped this part up too. No way. Instead of putting everything in one by one, they have finally allowed you to just slap them all in one go and just move. I can't believe it. They have figured out how to, this feels familiar. Guess I can't go in here. They finally figure out how to make things work a little bit faster in games, huh? Finally. Alright. Can you fuck off? Can you just let me go behind the building? What do you have to hide back there so much? Are you that scared for me to see your like trash cans back there? Like, come on, man. That's not nice at all. Thank you, Townie. Very cool. Yeah, see, I don't really believe in croissants because I don't believe in French people. I think they're a myth, like, you know, like aliens. They're a myth, clearly. Or like Bigfoot. Aliens are real, everybody knows this. Bigfoot, get real. It's fine. It's a big city. There's a lot to do. They're not too bad. My jacket seems to be clipping through me a little bit there, but that's not too big a deal. Wow, train your Zack and rank Z, damn. Your parents should have named you Aaron then, buddy. Maybe you would have had a better chance in life. Oh yeah, so no challengers ticket. Oh, they won't live for too long. I'm sure it'll be fine. Putting Bundleby back in the box as soon as possible. I just don't like him. I just don't care much for him at all. Not a particularly cool ground type. He's cool in the fact that he's a normal ground type and he's the only one of his kind, but like it hardly means anything to me, so... But yep, let's lock in. We got this. Right, yeah, Totodile, Sweep, etc. I guess we'll try quick swapping with our Pokemon a little bit, just to see if that actually helped at all, or is it a thing we can even do viably? Ideally, you could do something with like Totodile, use up your moves, switch to another Pokemon, use their moves, and kind of bounce back and forth between them a little bit more. So there's a little bit more involvement in terms of what you're trying to do. This would be very cool. Oh, right, yeah, I should probably go to the battle zone and not the wild zone. See, they're very different as you can tell because they're marked by different colors. I am unfortunately very slow today because it has been a grand total of 18 hours today, I think, so yeah. Girl, those bangers aren't doing you any favors. I cut them off or get more of them, but just the 3 little streams are not helping me out a whole bunch here. So if you're in the fighting zone, you get to fight people. Oh, I know that seems, you know... I've had my daily dose of crayons, but unfortunately that expired yesterday. Now that it's a new day and it's 1 in the morning. Oh, she'll just heal you whenever, on God? No way. I like it. They lure you in with the shiny. There you go. Scrimp. Go do your scrimp thing. Okay, don't kill Scrimp though. What do you mean? Alright, Fletchling. Not gonna do your Fletchling below. You better put that fucking special attack away. I don't want to hear nothing out of that. Trainers don't seem to know what they want to do though, but yeah, it looks like you can quick slap pretty well, so there's a good chance you'd be able to use that to get out of the way of a bad attack as they're announcing that they're using set attack, which is something you can do in Nino Kuni luckily, so nothing I haven't seen or done before, because Nino Kuni is a very cool game. Hand up shoulder, like, buddy, you got this, go get him. But do I got this? The answer is yes, by the way. These children are gonna die. Want a tip? What's the tip? If they see you first, you gotta hit them. Okay. So do I get a hammer to make this easier, or they want to see me cook? No way. Thank you for the hip slang. We all have them, obviously. You see that idiot with his back turned and his stupid ass backpack? Why don't you give him a taste of this teaser? But who to kill him with? I don't know. Totodile. Shoot him. Kill him. Get his ass. Out of curiosity too, would using a status move I had not drawn his attention on like an attack, because that also could be very interesting. We would set like a status move or two on him and then turn around. We're fighting a lot of normal types right now too, so we're not really too worried about he died. My reflection is good, you know, that mine would have tanked that easy, you know, that's some baby shit right there. Alright, swag, we got some medals. They haven't told me what that does yet, but I know it does something, so... One more W should get you up to 1,000 points. And by God, Tony, you're right. I should get another dub. That is a good idea. May as well take the 3D. Alright. Shrimp carries. Just out of curiosity, we'll keep this fletchling, by the way. We're gonna call the fletchling a name. We're gonna call fletchling Obviously, I'm very original, and I'm gonna call him Fletcher at some point, but yeah. We're gonna call him Flambe. Why not? Fuck it. We're calling him Flambe. Give me that up high. Yeah, there we go. That's what we want. Flambe, get your ass in here. You don't deserve a name. We'll kill you. I mean, I'll name you one day. Oh, mystery gift. Yes. Very cool. Let's go ahead and go get our gifts that we're owed. I should have them saved in my Gmail. Let's go ahead and get those pulled up there really quickly. Alright. Okie doke. Let's go ahead and get our code. I don't think you're typing it in before I do, but you know, we'll see. Somebody will definitely like snag it, which would be very funny and awesome. What? Nah, it's fine. Alright, cool. Huzzah, 100 Pokeballs. Yay. Go pick up that other one while we got it. It's not going to be too useful after the game really kicks off and you buy a billion Pokeballs, so the sooner we get to use this, the better off we're going to be here, right? And there we go. Roll purchase bonus. Cool, so we get a couple extra different balls, and then it's all good. Neat. Nice to have. Again, nothing too particularly remarkable, but it's nice to have. Alright, let's check out Mabel's research. What do I do to get a hold of her stuff? Alright, it's basically just catch more Pokemon, catch more normal type Pokemon, fire type, water type, electric type, catch your different types of Pokemon, fill that shit out, you get more stuff. Righto. Look at the Asper there. Look at Stumpy, look at this stupid ass. Thank you, Scrooge. If you lose a battle, you give up half your medals. Also, they're just laying around sometimes, so... Give me a Pokemon, a Citrus Berry. Thank you, very cool. It used to take so long to get a hold of berries in a lot of the older games, but now it's a lot sooner to get a hold of them. Which is pretty nice. Well, we'll go ahead and give our little guy a Citrus Berry for now. Why not? Also, I would like to mention, if the farming game isn't here, or the farming portion that was in X and Y isn't here in any capacity, which it probably won't be because that was out by the Shentel rather by that older account that they had. Then shit, I am quite catching. Alright, well, you're gonna die then. I'm coming out for blood, buddy. I'm not getting away there. Basically what this turns into is once you get enough of the cycle through, you get into a cycle of doing certain things, and you get this kind of rhythm of the weird first, then tackle, and then while you're waiting for both of these, you recover your water gun, and then you go back to your tackle, so you're constantly dropping the defense to try and do more damage with your tackles, and then while you get your downtime for the other moves, you use water gun. So you kind of can just spam the buttons in order, basically without too much additional thought, which is a bit unfortunate. Again, I think that's where I wish dodging with your actual Pokemon themselves and not just you would come into play. That sounds like a... Somebody's a Pidgeot, yeah, I'm not gonna try that one. I think that's called a I fucking die if I even look at it funny kind of moment. So we're just gonna, you know, be the bigger man and admit defeat. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't know myself. Can you not just let me fucking get this one item? Can you game please? Come on. What do you guys think all the time? Ever? Are you guys thinking after a certain time? Come on. But yeah, probably don't fight the guy that has a loaded gun when you've got like a broken arm. Probably not a good idea. Think about it though. But let's go ahead and see what we got here. Yeah, you got a bunch of Pokeballs. You can buy 100 of them right out of the gate. Revives as well right out of the gate. Really? And they're cheap too. They're only 800 a piece now. Wow. And you can get super potions pretty early too. Damn, man. That's fucking crazy. That is so odd to see that nowadays. Used to take quite a while just to even see a revive, let alone like actually be able to buy them. Let's see if we can get this promotion match going here real quick. We don't use items in this household unless I feel like really winning, but we're not at that point yet, so. I got my Pokemon. They're cool. It's like, you know, buddy, they are. They're just little guys. Trainer tip. Make sure to look at stuff before you try and throw stuff at it. This is a great idea, and I'm glad they reminded me to do that. Man, I wonder who that guy is. He looks like a total fucking rube, though. Oh, you're telling me you're not, Zach? And I'm guessing this would be a lift to get up to the top of the building, yep. That would seem about right. Alright. Let's see where our little bastard of a guy is that we're supposed to fight. He's a taxi driver? Okay. Oh shit, he's getting to his car. Quick, get his gun. He has a lot of experience, but not in winning. That is so toxic. That is actually so fucked up. Alright. I get his wallet if I win. I think those are the rules that the league sets out, so I think it's a fair deal. Not to square up. And the phones are decent. Also, I thought Rotom was a bit more of a rare Pokemon. How is there a Rotom in fucking everything? Alright, so this is your wish. You basically get the hold of the Dragon Balls and like, I wish we got rid of trains, we got rid of buses, we got rid of bikes, but taxis, keep those fuckers around. You could wish for just about anything and you wish to be like, yeah, taxis should be the only form of transport. You are a dick and you deserve to lose. We gotta kill him. You're gonna take away my trains and my buses, he's gotta fucking die. Alright, Scrimp. You're gonna be on the back burner for like half a second here, because I'll bring out the horse for just for a little bit. are beating the ever-loving crap out of Marie. I can't recall a Pokemon right now, can I? No, I can't. I'm just incredibly stupid. I'm still getting used to the system, and I'm sure everybody else is because it's brain fucking weird, but... Just that was good. This one should be able to get and tackle again. Although, let's go ahead and switch to the third. So yeah, being able to quick swap is definitely going to be the big thing here for effectively being able to do stuff. Oh shit, I got bite now? There we go first. There we go. Okay, so once you really get the flow of it going and you get used to switching a little bit more and you actually have a context that you really want to switch in, shit does have to get a lot more interesting. They get Pikachu back to a little girl. Boop. There we go. Let's see what I should have touched. Just out of curiosity, satchel, potion. Yay. Everybody else is either weak to electric or dead, so, you know. Also, incredibly cursed Totodile is already level 11. He's getting pretty close to being a Croconaut, I think 16 or so? Man, this guy is really the Glassjaw of the Pokemon world, ain't he? Poor bastard on a massive losing streak. You'll get there one day, buddy. If you buy enough candies, you can do anything. Everybody knows this. And yay, we're rank Y, huzzah! It's Emma. She's still doing stuff. She had a partner, but I forget what his name was, unfortunately. I remember he was blonde, though, I want to say. I wonder if they're still going to be around. I wonder if they're going to have, like, some of the older, like, X and Y, like, characters, so, like, Trevor and, like, Shauna and, like, Serena and things like that, and Caleb. And Tierno is his name, yeah, so... I wonder if they'll make a appearance here and there, you know. And Sycamore. I mean, like, come on, you gotta bring Sycamore back. Yippee! We do it. Ten potion per medal that you pick up, and you get a training bonus, and that's pretty cool. So, yeah, not too bad. They give you quite a bit out of that. It's always nice. Massive dub. You guys shouldn't have been allowed to name anything. I'm not gonna lie. If that's what it took to come up with those initials, I'm very disappointed in you. Yeah, my initials are BW for bread and water. You know, my favorite meal, obviously. You know, something that I have a personally good, strong connection to. So, yeah, very cool, guys. Really took a lot of time and effort thinking that one up. But I digress. Like any food that's edible, that is a great question. And another Zygarde, so look at him go. He's just a little guy. This sure looks like food that is on my plate. I don't get what you get about this. It's a croissant curry. You know what? Innovators do have to try. Also, I saw Galar there. We're gonna ignore that because I don't like Galar. But look, you know, people gotta try and innovate in whatever way they can, right? Because otherwise, how else are you supposed to discover new and cool things, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, no, that's completely fair. Oh, yeah, put this abomination in this affront to God away, please. You know, that is not cool. I would probably eat it though. I'm gonna level with you for a second there. I would 100% probably eat that thing. It didn't exactly look too bad. It's just, on principle, it's an incredibly fucked up thing. But that doesn't mean that it tastes bad or isn't appealing, you know? It's just kind of fucked up is all. But good night's rest is good both in game and IRL. And I think that is gonna do it for us here tonight. I'm pretty much good. I've played about an hour and a half. I still have to be a big boy and go to work in the morning. And we will stream a lot more when I come home from said job today and Thursday. But that's another 14 hours from now. But yeah, that is going to do it for me tonight. We will play a little bit more later today. And I think this game's got a lot of good potential. I'm looking forward to seeing what's happening out of it. Again, talked a lot of shit in the first hour in terms of how slow things are, but when you actually get into a proper battle and you start getting that flow for hot swapping Pokemon to not only dodge moves, but to also get out of the move cooldowns that you're stuck in and to balance with that, I can definitely see how it can get um a lot more fun, you know, a lot more involved and actually like a lot more fast paced. So very interested to see if they'll actually do competitive that same way or if they're gonna force like a mode that'll force it back in a traditional turn-based Pokemon. But honestly, I really do hope that they do keep that mode for competitive. Not even as like a player, but more as a spectator because I really can see a lot of potential in how fast paced that can be with a lot of that kind of swapping and actually not only relying on strategy to win and like having proper move sets and like properly raised Pokemon, but also having actual skill in terms of knowing when to switch and having good planning to actually execute that in a time constrained environment. I think it'd be very cool and I can't wait to see more of it. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me tonight. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see y'all again soon. Bye bye.